at the end of the day, it's just how your deal is structured. I can drop anything, but is it going to be distributed like I need it to be? Or am I going to drop it through my portal that I got the opportunity to have and get it distributed the right way? You know what I'm saying? And do what I have to do for it to do. Like I'm here now.
No, for sure.
I mean, I didn't have to come here. I didn't have to look for a podcast. I didn't have to do nothing. Yeah. But then I'm not doing my job as an artist. I feel everywhere I touch down, I need to make a name for myself.
For sure.
And from there, I hope it goes even farther than where it's at while I'm here.
You the girl I held on to, something never went mildew, even though green is what we do it for. We can't do shit without it, can't show love without it.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Lano XL, Mr. 18 Pockets.
And yo, what's up? It's me, Mr. McGee, a.k.a. Born Rich, a.k.a. Boopy, and Lano.
What up, dog?
How you feeling, my man?
I feel good. Look, I saw you walk through that door, bro. I said, God dang, man, this man look good.
You talking about this whole thing? Grabbed it out the closet.
I just grabbed it out the closet, man.
In the dark. In the dark. The lights
wasn't even looking.
On.
You wasn't even looking. Is the lights not on because you didn't have them on? Or the lights
I
not?
just
Okay,
did. I like my house dark, man. You
damn,
know,
that's creepy,
for the ladies.
Bro. For the ladies. So they walk in the door.
Shout out to Diddy. You know what? Never mind. Let's start the show, man.
Diddy, bro. Diddy. Hey, bro. Diddy, listen, I'm upset at 50 Cent right now.
Okay.
Of course, I'm going to say this. I know a lot of people say I'm not the guy on the corner in the purple, and I'm not doing that, right? But I am saying this, though. At times, I do feel like it's some things that we just shouldn't have a comment on, right? Especially when you reach a certain level. Now, I'm not saying that what Diddy did is wrong. I mean, right. I'm not saying any of that. But at times, I do look at other people that I just feel like making the documentary, even if he didn't make it, he just put his name on it to get it more exposure. Mm-hmm. I think at times like that, some of the things I'll just say no to. I just say no to. And I'm not.
We got static, man. It's no holds barred, bro.
And I will say that too. For future beefers, right? Mm-hmm. For future people who gonna beef, man, be careful who you beef with, man. Because some people beef for 2 seconds, and some people beef for 200,000 years.
Yeah. It ain't you can't really tell a person how to react. You know what I mean? I'm a firm believer in that, man. You step on my shoe, you can't expect me. If you step on my shoe, I punch you in the mouth.
Yeah.
You can't say, man, you ain't
I
got
hope
to do
Diddy
all
come
that.
out. Oh, that'd be hard. Diddy get out of jail and smack 50. Even if 50 beat him up. So just get straight out of jail with a camera crew and smack the hell out of 50.
He gonna be on so much paper, he better not, man. But
yeah, you think he gonna be on paper?
Hell yeah. But man, let know who we got with us today,
What's
man.
up,
We got a banger today, don't we?
Listen, you already know. So what we like to do, right? We like to highlight artists. And we started from a phone in a cup, but we have reached I like to say the southern region, right?
We got millions and millions of listeners, bro.
Yeah,
millions.
So we have somebody who has been working his ass off in the music industry. He's a big influence. He drops good music. He comes from Texas now, so I can say that again. He comes from Texas, right? He came up to Cashville, Clarksville, to spread some of his ingredients of music all around.
Okay.
He got a big distribution deal. We're going to get into that, man. We're going to get into that. We got Platinum Plus, a.k.a. B-Love in the motherfucking building. What up, dog?
What's good?
How you feeling, my man?
Man, I'm feeling great.
Cold
out here.
Yeah. What I say? How Tennessee been treating you, man?
Man, cold.
Yeah.
Ah, damn.
It treats me good, though. They treats me good out here, man. I'm enjoying the time I'm here.
I know my brother said you from Texas. What part of Texas?
I'm from Houston, Texas, / Galveston County as well.
Okay. Throw them H's up.
I gotta get to Houston.
You know it.
I heard them asses, man. They say big old.
They say all the pretty women is in Houston.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So,
that's what they say. But when I went through there, man, it was a lot of women look like me, man. I was like, God damn, man. In Houston, man.
Damn.
Nah, I saw some pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I was in Dallas, I seen a lot of it. You know what I noticed here? Here you're not gonna see it, right? You're not gonna see a lot of Latinos with black folks.
Right.
Down there though, when I was like, damn.
Well, you got them. You see them every now and then.
Because I see some bad Latinos.
Because Latinos, they stick to their culture. So
Yeah, that's what I was finna ask you. Because like here, like my brother was saying, here is like segregated. Like you won't really see us
60s.
party. You won't see us like partying. The
Right.
Latinos and Hispanic, they got their own clubs, they got their own
Okay.
grocery stores,
Right.
they got their own spots, lounges that they chill at. Same thing with the black people. We got our own little spots. Is it more? Do they intermingle more in Texas?
man, they don't. They got it in Mingle more. It's Houston.
Okay.
Houston is to me is just a vacation city, and
Yeah.
we just live there. So
Yeah. Okay.
that's just how it is,
Okay.
But yeah, they got a lot of spots that's party downtown. That's just what Houston is all about. When you come there, then you come in to party. You either coming to party or you coming to do music. Or you coming to work because there's all the refineries everywhere. So yeah.
What brought you to Tennessee? What brings you
What
here?
brought
Man?
me to Tennessee is the same thing. Work. You know, you gotta feed your family, and just because I'm who I am, I still have to keep a 9 to 5 because record labels today they don't put nothing behind you until they see a whole lot come out of you. So.
Okay.
You have to invest in your own career, and that's what they always say about investing. If you can't invest in your career, other people you just wasting their time.
Okay. So I want to ask you that right there, right? I guess we just jump straight into that.
Oh,
Right?
my bad.
No. Hey, let's do it because this is what we like to talk about, bro.
Right.
Getting a distribution deal through Empire, right?
Right.
And still. So my question is, that's not it. Once you sign the line, it's not okay. Cameras, $1 million. It's most definitely a grind, right?
Right.
Is this something that you knew already coming into this?
Yes. Today's time, you got to know the business. It ain't nobody gonna hold your hand through the business today. Like back then, we would have blew up back then, it's different. They got the business. They got the connects. They're the gatekeepers. They keeps everything from you, and then they control the money. But now today, when they saying like younger artists is kind of fading, and the older artists is starting to be exposed more as music, it's because they giving us the connect. They giving us everything we need. But as the money that you flow, you gotta have it yourself. You gotta have the ends to make it in this industry. If you don't have the ends to make it in this industry, if you think your talent is gonna overcome the money, the bread, it's not gonna happen. You gotta do something. You gotta have a 9 to 5. You gotta have some type of money.
Something else gotta be coming in for you.
You gotta, hit the block. You know how people do it. But you gotta have that to make it. Then the talent kicks in, and then you gotta know the business as well, and who to talk to and how to talk to them. And if you know how to talk to them, if you know the business, and you got a good income coming in, then you can run into the right people, because everybody will shut ear on you if you ain't really got no ends, or you ain't really driving a nice car, if you ain't really got the look.
Gotcha.
It's always the appearance.
So I want to ask this then, right? Okay, grinding your music, getting your music like to a level where elite people like Empire can listen to you. Like what's like, how do you get people from Empire to recognize an artist like you?
I said it in one of my songs, probably I dropped in 2012, 13. And I was just speaking on, is it gonna take another rapper from another state to sign me to my hot song? And it was on a song called Shit Crazy. And years that went by, it took another person from another state to come to Houston and sign me up to my hot song. And then it took me going through a guy named Pop Cole that believed in me way back. It was just one of them days I just called, and he set a meeting up to meet up with him, because I was kind of more like, God damn, I'm tired of doing music. And I met up with him, and he had this guy that came down from Orlando named 24K, and he came down to get with Pop Cole, and he was an engineer. And then Pop introduced him to me in that meeting in Fifth Ward. And I told him I don't do trap music. I mean, I can do it,
Yeah, for
Future
sure.
on it,
Yeah.
things like that. But I'm more of, I do music. You know, I my sound. And he was interested, and I hit him with a little something just to, because he said he was gonna come by my studio because I have my own studio. And I still shot him a little something just to make sure he comes to it.
Yeah, most definitely.
And he came, and when I played him my music, he started mixing my shit that night, and mixed and mastered it. And then from there, that's how the ball rolled. And he wasn't even with Empire, but right now he's with Empire now.
Okay.
As an AR. He's my administrator. But and it was crazy. It went from me, everything moving, everything rolling, you know, and then everything just shut down once all that shooting and all that stuff happened with, you know, dealing with the takeoff and all that.
Yeah.
Everything went to silent. And, you know, I got discouraged on it. Didn't hear back from him, stuff like that. And then I guess a year and a half later, 2 years later, actually, he came back and got me.
Yeah.
You know, and I just kept going. I even had more than what I had when I met him. So I just kept going. So that's what, he just came back and
fucked with you.
And pulled me in.
So that happened in the Takeoff, right? Because, of course, Takeoff part of a huge supergroup, right? That the world loves. Did they put a black eye on Houston music scene at this time? Because you said everything stopped.
It did. It stopped for a little bit. It was kind of like, you know how critics, you don't want to really do nothing more than when it's hot.
Yeah.
You want to chill out.
Yeah.
It's just like the dope game. Shit get hot, you want to lay back and let everything flatten out. I can't speak on what it did to Houston. I just can speak on how I felt it did to me.
How you
know?
feel?
Shit, it was patience. It's patience, you know. You put a lot of money into it, you know. Some people don't have their administration right. They don't have their paperwork right.
Yeah.
And I think I had a little bit of paperwork, but I ain't have all my paperwork right. When it comes to trying to get a distribution deal, trying to get a record deal, you got to have your paperwork right. Paperwork costs $3,000-$5,000 just to get your paperwork right. And I can say that's one thing he helped me with. He helped me with my paperwork. And then once you get all your paperwork right, and shit just stop. It's like, damn, I just
Yeah. I throw this money down the drain.
I should have got no paperwork.
For real. I could have flipped that a couple
I
times.
went to the studio and made some more records.
Yeah, but you know.
Damn, man. The
it's true.
game
But,
fucked
you
up,
know,
man.
That's why it's good to have your own studio. So
Yeah.
record your own, because I record my own self as an engineer. I had to learn it all, you know, because it's when you're pretty talented or you're pretty good, a lot of people don't want to help you no more the older you get, you know.
Yeah.
But it was just that. And then after that, it just all kind of like shut down for a minute, man. And I don't blame them, because it all happened in our city, you know.
Yeah.
So,
All
he
eyes
was
was
mad
on
at
y'all.
Houston.
All eyes on you. Like you said, shit, all eyes was on Houston.
Right.
And everybody looking at Houston like, man, he shouldn't even been there anyway. You know what I mean? I heard all that shit. Like, man, what they
What
doing
you
there?
say? What'd you
Right.
think?
No, I
I was
wasn't
mad.
tripping.
I was mad. I was mad at
I'll admit, what was I thinking? Why you shooting dice with these niggas, man? That's what I was on. Like,
Yeah, for sure,
I know
for sure.
niggas gonna do nigga shit, but I'm like,
Right.
man, y'all shooting dice. Like, you in the club, in the basement, like, shooting dice with strangers.
For sure.
sometimes it's just actions, man.
Yeah.
When I see him get in that, even though I know Jay Prince's sons, right, are huge influences in
Yeah, because
Houston.
Jay is well respected.
Yeah, but when I seen, so you know, we're gonna go past. But when I seen Takeoff and Quavo get in the back of the drop top,
right.
the 6 for the crew, the move through the city,
Right.
and even though I'm just thinking past about the Biggie, Tupac, like you know, kind of don't be
Right.
seen, you know. Exiting, getting out of their vehicles, black truck was, I guess, bulletproof, straight through the city in. And I'm seeing him get in the car, and he didn't even have a gun. One of the Prince sons is the one that had the gun. and Quavo just get in the bag. I'm like, damn, like I'm in my mind like, damn, I don't think I'll move like that down there. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And this at the end, I think we all will say that when something bad
exactly,
happens.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But when it's good, it's like, this how we
them boys look good. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
nothing would happen was that damn them boys look good in the back of that drop top. Let me ask you this. So we know Empire is the distribution. Is it Steady Reckon Production?
Steady
That's the
Record
label?
Productions. Yeah, Steady Record Productions is my label. I've been having it since I was in the Virgin Islands of St. Croix.
Okay.
Because that's where I kind of popped off at St. Croix, but signed a verbal agreement deal with LP Records in St. Thomas. And that's how I kind of started to see the light out there. And I went out there to work. It's like everywhere I touched down to work, I made a name for myself.
Okay.
So you working.
Yeah, I be working,
Yeah.
man. I was raised by my father, and you have to work to eat, you know. And he always told me when I was coming up in the music, he was just more like, I don't know too much about it, but you don't want to have yourself in a position where people put a lot of money behind you and you can't afford it yourself, and then now you're doing things that you don't want to do because you're so much in the hole. I'd rather you have your own money, work your own way up. And so if things that you could say no to, you could say no because you're doing it yourself. And he's always said, long as you follow my footsteps and you get into your refineries, you're going to always have the money to push your career. And one day it might pop, one day it not. But I think I've worked my way up so far in that career just because I love music so much that, I was damn near fighting on which one I really want to continue to do. So, but
I like that. I like that.
Nah, for sure.
But Steady Record Productions is my label. I signed my whole label to Empire. I didn't sign myself. Well, he signed my whole label. There's a lot of artists he signed during this puddle. And it's probably about 10, 12, maybe 14. I don't know. But I just know out of those 14, a lot of them not there. And I know I was one of them that signed my whole label. So I'm just right now just figuring everything out before I could start putting people on to my label.
That's what I was going to say. So you said your label, and when people hear label, they think a whole
Cash
roster,
money.
a whole roster of artists. You saying there's no roster. You're the only one on your label right now.
It's me and my boy Smokey Haynes. You know what I'm saying? I got those, but as far as the ones that stuck with me, when the older you get, people fade off, get married, women don't want you around the kind of guy because what I'm around. So, but Smokey Haynes, that's my day one dude. That's the one that stuck with me. But as far as my label go, I don't want to sign people to it anymore until I know for sure where I can be with this Empire distribution deal.
Is it tricky sometimes when you said a puddle of y'all, right, get signed?
Right.
And then you look up and a lot of people that got signed with you, gone.
Yeah. I don't even know the people.
But you know they gone.
Yeah, like it's not a lot of people.
Is that kind of a little more pressure on you at a time? Because, and hear me out when I say this, is that a little more, and just an artist, not just you, is that pressure on an artist where the label can say, okay, we ready, and you ain't coming out with things, we're going to start just releasing people? Is that pressure on you to start moving in a certain type of way? Because you say you don't do trap music. And sometimes when
I do trap.
No, I'm saying,
but I don't do trap.
Yeah.
But I can get on somebody else's shit.
Because some people, you know how, man, some people to stay where they at, they'll say, man, I was rapping like Common. But now, man, I see me rapping like Lil Baby. It's probably what gonna keep me here right now.
Right.
So I'm a rap like him right now, just so I can stay right here. Because we had somebody come in and say that they was signed to a high level label, and then once the high level label used the sizzles on her, she said she was like, "Oh shit, I need help now."
Right.
Because I had other people that was helping me.
Okay.
So that's why I'm asking. Like, do you feel the pressure ever?
I don't feel no pressure. Maybe they felt the pressure. I think when you got all your ducks in a row and your shit together, man, and you normally do this and you learn the game and you've been through your ups and downs and the struggle and the cutoff and the cutthroats and the people that you done put so much money into their hands for them to do things for you and they didn't they didn't do it.
Yeah.
You know, so you kind of get the PTSD in this music industry that you're more shy, you're more skeptical of what you give out, and you making sure that you on top of business. Because you know, I deal with mine in a way that I know you personally, and I always say personally, it's this.
Yeah.
But in business wise, it's this. This is what I'm talking about. So at the end of the day, I don't feel no pressure. The only probably pressure that I feel is the communication. That's the main thing about signing a distribution deal or signing a record deal. It's just communication, especially when today you got to invest your own and your hard work.
Yeah.
You got to invest all that in. So you got to make sure that you have good communication with the person that's putting you on, or the record label that's putting you on, or the distribution deal that's putting you on. That's the most pressure. Because you'll be sitting at home just like,
Waiting.
Damn, because
Why he ain't called? Why they
you
ain't
know what I'm
called?
saying? Things like that. Because it's once, like, DistroKid, like I had to swap some of my music off DistroKid. Then I have my own website. I have pblmusic.com. And I run that. And that's what they shocked about, because it's a lot of stuff that they present that you need to have. And when I came, I had everything. I had everything myself. So whatever budget that you gonna have to put up
So
to
get
get
that,
your shit together,
you
some
already got
people
it
don't
together.
make it because they don't have the budget to get all that shit together. Now they trying to scramble getting their stuff together because they probably felt like the music is all they need. And so I have that. But it's like once you sign, like me, once I signed to a distribution deal, it ain't like no DistroKid. It's not like CD Baby and all those, man. They really be hitting you. It really, you can't promote really nothing when you put up your stuff and you got your shit on there. I can't promote stuff that I just want to upload. Say them motherfuckers gonna flag me. I've been flagged so much because I'm trying to get used to being signed with a distribution deal.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey,
Yeah.
none of that going to you. It's going, even though it's coming back to me, because I signed a great deal. I got a 90-10.
Okay.
You know, and some didn't, but I know what I've got, and I don't blame anybody for what they percentages are. I just know the percentage I got, and that's when you know it's real. That's how I know it's real.
So you saying now like it's a procedure. You can't just wake up and say, I want to put this song on YouTube.
Well, you can wake up and say, I want to put a song on YouTube, but it's got to go through their part.
That's what I'm saying. It's a procedure now.
Yeah, it's a procedure. It's not
like
not freely.
Like give you an example. Like me and my homie can wake up and say, "Man, we want to put this video on YouTube today," and ain't nobody gonna tell us, "Slow down, champ." Ain't nobody telling us. Like you saying, "Hey, now that you got this distribution deal, it's a motherfucker that can call you and say, slow down, champ."
Or you can still.
Okay.
It's how your deal is structured.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I can take a song and I can put it on YouTube under mine. But at the same time, it's just like what my boy told me. Hey, man, this ain't DistroKid and stuff. You just can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just can't be putting shit out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to get a campaign together, things like that. Because when I swapped my stuff from DistroKid, I had dropped the album already. And it was the album with some old songs that I had. I just put it together, put an album together, and put it out. And, you know, he liked it. But at the same time, I swapped it over to Empire without even them knowing. Instead of just waiting for a campaign, things like that, and see what we can plan out for this album, because it's all planning. And I'll just throw it on there.
That'll be me, though. That had to call and
just,
tell me that shit.
I just had to swap it over, you know, and it was already out. Like, the album is out. But at the end of the day, it's like I'm in Tennessee right now. I didn't drop, since I've been here for 3 months. I didn't drop, 12 songs with JD Sounds. And, with Keynote. You know, he's a great engineer, good R&B singer. And I was looking for studios. Man, I was calling studios. They was getting outrageous with prices. And I wasn't calling them to tell them who I was. I didn't call them and say I was on the Empire, this and that. I was just calling like a regular. Man, prices was outrageous. And then I came through JD Sounds, and they prices was decent. And then when I got there, man, I liked the way the guy engineered, you know. So at the end of the day, it's just how your deal is structured. I can drop anything, but is it going to be distributed like I need it to be, or am I going to drop it through my portal that I got the opportunity to have and get it distributed the right way? You know what I'm saying? And do what I have to do for it to do. Like I'm here now.
No, for
You
sure.
know, I mean, I didn't have to come here. I didn't have to look for a podcast. I didn't have to do nothing. But then I'm not doing my job as an artist. I feel everywhere I touch down, I need to make a name for myself.
For sure.
And from there, I hope it goes even farther than where it's at while I'm here.
Hell yeah.
You doing
know
the
what I'm
right thing, man. My brother
Right.
already said, man, you always got to invest in yourself.
got
Ain't
to.
nobody
For
going
sure.
to believe in it. I always say ain't nobody going to believe in your movement until it's moving. You even spoke about that earlier. You say, hey, man, now labels want to see, do you have a movement?
That's crazy
They not
that
just
labels assign you, though. It's like, when we was coming up, right? I'm going to show my age. When I was coming up, when the label signed you, it was kind of the hard work for you. It's not over.
Right.
It's not over, but it's less stressful.
We're going to take a load off of you.
We'll take a load
Yeah.
off for you because now so-and-so and so-and-so can do this for you.
Right.
And you can really just focus on music, creating, right?
Right.
But when you say, no, nowadays, when you get signed, it's just, I want to say I'm snatching the potential up.
Right.
You still got to go work, right?
Mhm.
But I'm just grabbing you and bringing you over here just in case.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
just
like-
in case it explodes.
It's
Just in
ju-
case you explode.
Just in case you
Yeah.
explode.
It that way too. And then it's a way of like being signed with Distro Kid. I got a distribution deal with Distro Kid. Yay, I got my stuff on all these other platforms. Wow.
Yeah.
But is you gonna get on these big podcasts? Are
Yeah.
you gonna or do you have somebody that can call you or you can call that can get you on the radio? Do you have somebody that can get you to the BET Awards, even though they not here no more?
Yeah.
You know, it's the connects that I feel the labels have.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hold it to me. I think, you know, the older guys when you coming up that was running these labels, you know, they had the gatekeep. You know, they keep you where they want to keep you, and they keep the connects and all that, and they make it get done for you, and you just do the work. I think now, you know, it's been passed down to kids and stuff like that, and it got kind of lazy. It's just like more like, let's let them do the work.
Yeah.
And if they do what they supposed to do, call me, and we'll make things happen as long as you got your structure right. And we can make it happen for you. Instead of you don't know what's going on. You just know that, hey, be in New York tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're going to be on this. Well,
Yeah.
you know, I rather it the way it is now. At least I can structure myself on and plan it where, okay, I want to try to get on this, that, and this and that. And how much work do I need to put in to get on this, that,
Yeah, that's
and
because
that?
you ain't lazy, though.
you go.
See,
Right.
that's because you ain't lazy.
Right.
And that's because you came in with a mind frame of, I'm going to learn the business.
Yes.
A lot of people sit right here, they just want to rap.
That's
and
it.
put it out. Rap,
You
put
know
it
what I'm
out.
saying?
Rap,
So
put it
I
out.
think, I like what you just said because it's like if I see, if I see somebody, if I'm the elite, right, in the label,
Right.
and I see that you know the business, I give you more leeway.
Yeah.
If I see that you just want to rap, then maybe I will gate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like maybe I
Yeah.
just say, nah, I'm gonna just be in New York.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
Because you say you will. Like you got a different mind frame than a lot of artists.
Right.
Because some artists, bro, what you got right now is what artists that's right now that even got a name, right?
Right.
Is what they want.
Right.
And once they get it, they'll stop.
Yeah.
They
do.
wouldn't even, they like, nah, I ain't, my label got to call me to tell me to go to a podcast or some shit like that.
I remember Instagram. You know how Instagram was fire at the point when the blue checks, certified checks.
Yeah.
You know. And I remember when I figured out how to get the blue check. I figured it out how to get it without a record label, without anybody. And I don't know. That's just how I always been, you know. And I figured out how to get my own goddamn verification.
Yeah.
And one day I clicked, hey, verify me.
Yeah.
And then I got popped with a blue check on my shit.
Yeah.
And everybody came to me from Houston like, dog, how the hell you get a blue check and this and that, boy?
Yeah.
People gonna be hitting you up now and all this and that. And I'm all like, damn, okay, I got me a blue check. Fine.
Yeah.
I'm always ahead of the game, you know?
Yeah.
And man, and he was talking about people gonna hit you up.
Yeah.
Studio time got expensive. Producing beats got expensive.
Yeah, they thought you had it.
Yeah.
They thought you had it.
As soon as the blue check came, everything, it started being a check.
Nose up on you.
Yeah.
If you tell them all you verify, or you'll send a dude your Instagram.
Yeah.
He'll see your Instagram. Now he mad at you. Now he moving differently. Oh, okay, you think you better than me. It was a lot of stuff that came with it. And then now, today you can just buy it or whatever. And then now it just made me like, okay, y'all going to buy the check. It made me look like I bought the check.
Yeah, for sure.
So sometimes I got to post like, look, my media thing says if you want to join, we can verify you on this and that. Sometimes I had to show people like, look, my shit still asking me, do I want to verify check? But I still get the bonuses and everything. But yeah, I had got the check before they even did all that.
They watered the game down.
Yeah, they watered the game.
Man.
They did, bro. I thought they was gonna make the check red or something, for the celebrities.
To let a nigga
I was seeing Trump, he was red on this shit. I was like, man, they gonna make this bitch red.
If you make the check red, that is gonna be. Now everybody gonna know, like, hey, bro, you spent $14.99 a month for that, bro.
Yeah.
So
and some of them had a check. Be starting off like when it started, everybody kind of had that check.
Yep.
And I'm like, man, all these got check, boy, got 526 followers.
Yeah.
And they had all these checks. Now you see, all them checks kind of gone now.
Hell
You know what I'm saying?
Man, they can't afford that $14.99 a month, man.
They don't.
Hey, I think they realized they wasn't getting no benefits for it. Like, I got a check by my name. I ain't getting no benefits.
I knew not to do it. This is what I knew, right? Cause
it's embarrassing, man.
Exactly.
You have it, and then next thing you know, you don't pay. You don't want to pay no more, and then it's gone.
Look, and then it's back up by Wednesday. Look, I take my check Monday because I ain't got no money on it.
Yeah.
Then I get some money on it. Then my check back Thursday. You know what I'm saying,
man?
So I want to ask you this right here. That's funny. That is crazy, bro. A red check. That means you pay for it. So look, I want to ask you this right here, because back on the music tip. Okay, artists right now. I like what you said. You gotta kind of, because you do it, learn to engineer, record yourself, studio at your house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how important is that for an artist today to learn all of those trades to do in music?
Man, I learned it because I was in the Virgin Islands and it was hard to get some good quality.
Okay.
So I had to buy all my own shit. And then I got with LP Records, and then, they were recording and went on tour with Rock City and all them and Pressure, all the big guys. But it's very important to learn how to engineer, and it's so much to it. I've been doing this since 2010, and first you own your masters, then you own your files.
Okay.
So you damn near you own it. The most thing is they say own your masters, own your publishing, but owning your files is. They don't never talk about that, because when you go to these other studios and they're recording your music, they don't give you the file. They give you the recording.
Yeah.
They give you the mix, the rough draft, and the master.
And pat you on your back and send you on your way.
You got your date. That's your shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't tell the engineer, hey, man, send that whole folder, to my thing. If he do that, he's going to take all the plugins off. You just gonna have some raw recording. It's not gonna be the master recording to get a feature to get on it or anything. It's you gonna have to get with the engineer and tell him, hey, I got a feature. Can you make some room for this feature? And then you send that file to him or the song to him with the instrumental. He do it and come back. But the engineers, they own the files.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? They own the files. I mean, you own the music. They can't do nothing with it, but they got the folder. They the ones that recorded it. They the ones that put their own.
So do they own it?
I don't know.
How do they work?
I don't know. They don't never talk about it. I just feel the engineer controls your music.
I guess Outside Money
like if you wanted a clean, you want to get your song clean, you got to call him.
Yeah.
What if he done recorded your whole album and then die tomorrow?
Yeah.
And without giving you the file.
And he got all your files. So and then you want to open up a verse or something, or you want to get it the clean version. He has everything in his computer. So it's basically the engineer. That's why sometimes if you're gonna deal with an engineer, you need to deal with an engineer you really know that's really down with you.
That's trustworthy, right?
That's trustworthy, because sometimes it goes that way. You lose songs. You be like, hey, bro, you did my whole album. Do you still got that folder? Nah.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, he had to make room on his computer.
You know what I'm saying?
He erased your shit.
But when you got your own,
Man, I'm fighting like a motherfucker, man.
when you got your own studio, you know, you own everything.
Okay.
And then if you do have a good engineer, just like this guy I met in Nashville, Keynote. Great engineer, man. Got my music great. It's a lot of people you can go to studios and they do not get your music the way you need it to be.
Yeah.
I've been through it. And I be listening to my music and say, I know my music could be better. But at the same time, when you come with Keynote, he's a great engineer. I think I lost track of what I was about to say, but he's a great engineer and I records with him. But at the end of the day, if I don't build a relationship with him, then all my music, all my album and stuff, it can just go to waste unless he come to me and say, hey, I blow up, and then 9 months down the line, he gonna come and tell me, yeah, if you want them files.
Yeah.
Oh,
They go
damn.
a ticket. You gotta pay me such
For
and such.
sure.
Yeah.
You know.
For sure.
So
I see that now. I see that now. I see people doing that now.
right. You gotta build a relationship with your engineer, and you got to make sure that he believes in you just like you believe in him. Because I can go home now and I know how to record. So I don't even have to do plugins or none of that. I could just record my shit and send it straight to him, and he can do all the mixing and mastering. But at the same time, if you don't have a good relationship with him, he owns those files.
Because that's what I'm glad you got into that, because that's something that, like I say, I love talking about this right here, right? And that's something that I always just wonder. So if I walk in the studio and I record, right? And I lay down 6-7 songs.
Right.
I need to ask for the files.
Yeah. You basically need to ask for the
Because
files.
you're right. I only see artists say, hey, I have a homeboy at Los Ghosts. He might ask for files, I don't know. But I remember him in the studio, and I only remember him saying, hey, download that, put that on this for me.
Yeah.
That's all, you know what I'm
And
saying?
some engineers will do it. They just be
Like
like,
the
hey,
song,
sure.
I'm only talking about the song.
Oh,
Like, he
yeah,
just
that's
said,
it.
Like he just said, hey, put that on the song, put this on this back in the day because with CDs.
Yeah.
I burn that on this CD, and that's before when we get in the car.
Yeah, so
and
he
he can hear, maybe he want to change something, or he just
gotta
want to
go
see
back.
how. But I never heard nobody say,
Give me the file.
never.
Yeah, well, you just heard it with me.
Yes.
Nah, I like that. I want to ask you this because I heard you say you are a older artist. You said something about older artists and younger artists earlier, and you put yourself in the category of like an older artist, man. And we know that hip hop is like one of the only genres where they do try to put like a age limit or age restriction on our music, man. So what do you say to the people who say, bro, just keep your job at the refinery, man? We don't want to hear you old niggas rap, man. What do you say to those people?
Them youngsters, youngsters be gatekeeping.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. You know, they
Hold on. You say younger artists.
they gatekeep.
Explain how.
I feel because it's not the industry, the people that giving you the deal. They're not the ones that's saying you too old to rap. It's the fans. It's the people in the social media. It's the younger rappers that feel that you old. Because most times
That's true. I can see that.
yeah, it's not them. If you believe you old, then hey, be old. But at the end of the day, it's up to you and how your life status is, how your life is situated, and how it's structured.
Yeah.
Some rappers be as great. I know a bunch of them. Slickers. They was the coldest dudes. I was the youngest in the Slicker camp in Texas City. It was the Biddy, Bloods and all that. I was the youngest one, the youngest Slicker. Them guys was hard, and some of them go hard today. But it's how their life is structured. 5, 6 kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bills out the ass. Some of them get married. All that takes a part of being in this in this game.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
why most of the time it's aimed at the young guys. They
With
trying
less
to get them
responsibility.
less responsibilities. That's why I said about the older you get, the lesser your crowd get, the lesser the people you get around you, because they
true.
can't hang with you. They can't. Man,
Yeah.
man, I see you on Instagram, bro. It's great, but man, bro, I can't go to that club with you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, my woman ain't finna.
Oh, I can't fly to New York.
Yeah,
you
I
say,
can't
when they
fly
say
to New
get
York.
to New York.
I got a job. I gotta go to work in the morning. I got things to do. So most of them will look at it like, yeah, man, you too old for this industry. But luckily me, I'm up in age, and I don't give a damn. But luckily me, I had one kid. You know,
That's
and
me, bro.
it took me forever to have them.
That's me, bro.
And it wasn't like I wasn't planning on having a kid. I tried, but I guess that's how my life was. I felt like maybe this is my dream. This is what I'm supposed to do. And I had one kid. And then I worked my way up in the refineries because I didn't want nobody to hold me down and control me.
Yeah.
I've been to talk to a whole lot of people. And the thing about, I'm from Houston. I went to the Virgin Islands when I was 22 years old. But when I was 22 years old, I had a 2-story house, 5 bedrooms on the corner block at 22 years old. Then I went to the Virgin Islands, and the money was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And it takes money to make things happen. But being that young and then going to the VI, I took my losses to make me know and understand what you have to do in this game. I burnt bridges, and I can't say I've been perfect all my life, but I burnt bridges with people. But sometimes you will give people a lot of money and they'll take it from you, but you will learn, and then you'll start learning the business.
Yeah.
Because if you give people money to do what they need to do for you, and they do it for you, you're never going to be interested into learning. It always take a burning.
No, for sure. No, for
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it won't happen.
Oh, I love what you said. That's a clip.
What they say, losses are the best lessons. Losses are the best teachers.
No, you
Losses
right.
are the best teachers, man. I done lost a lot. And being signed under Empire right now, that's why I always keep saying it's communication, especially with a person that lost a lot. That's the main thing. You can remember back in the days, and then they talk now about how they record deals was. And it was like, man, I was signed with Whoop to Whoop, man. I be want to put stuff out, man. I be trying to call a record label. Man, I ain't hearing from nobody. Ain't nobody calling me back.
I got to go up there like Ice Cube.
Remember all them stories back in the day?
I got to go. I ain't gonna lie, that'll be me. Listen, if I'm gonna probably have to go to Revolt with a bat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna probably have to go up there with a bat, and I'm gonna have to go on the 20th floor, and I'm probably gonna have to fight Charles. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to tell you, dog. So at the end of the day, it's not an age. It's not an age to doing music. I feel nowadays, I think I motivate more of my dudes or people that was around me that was doing music to start coming out. And motivating them to start putting music out. But at the same time, y'all should never have stopped. Now you got to catch up.
Catch back up.
To what's going on. And I basically was kind of doing music to have a kid. When I get a kid, I was trying to hold myself to stay in this game and learn as much as I learned so I could turn it on to him if I don't get to where I need to be. So that's just how I looked at it. Because my father,
That's a good way to look at it, though.
He's a big shot in the refinery. And he turned all his game on to me. And I was never been a quitter. So I worked my ass off so hard. I don't know if we can cuss on here, but I worked my behind off so hard in the refineries just so no one can hold me back in the music, right? I never thought that I was gonna work myself up to the top in the refinery. Like I'm a certified inspector.
Okay.
Right? Like I signed permits. I could shut the job down.
The fuck you talking about? Y'all want to sell my music? I'm gonna shut this shit down.
I didn't like coding. I didn't do the scaffold and installation. I didn't like that shit. I only did it so I could make the money.
Yeah.
But I didn't think that I was gonna be in it that long because I love this so much.
To be certified, yeah.
To get myself all the way up here till I'm looking like, all right, man, I'm set over here.
Yeah, if this don't work.
Right, because I love that so much. I didn't work this to have a family. I didn't have no kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm in my 40s.
Yeah.
41. I know I look.
Yeah,
for
Talk
sure.
to
You know
him.
what I'm saying?
I'm 62, bro, so I feel you. I'm 43 though.
Yeah.
I'm 43 though. I'm 43 though.
But at the same time, I didn't have kids till I was 36. So it's a lot of dudes that changed their lives because of family,
Yeah.
For
because
sure.
of kids. I ain't had none of that. That's why my partners had to fade off because they woman wouldn't let them be around too much more because they like, this dude ain't got no kids.
Yeah.
He's at the club.
I just had my
doing
first one at
music.
40.
Yeah.
See?
You know what I'm saying?
So you worked your way up. I worked my way up in the most hardest shit ever, and that's the refineries. When you got to deal with the illegals, you got to deal with the Spanish people because of your dark skin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's more like I'm only working because I'm trying to do this in my music.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I'm the big dog now. And when I became the big dog, it was like, all right, I'm good with this. By the time I was about to hang it up, this came. You know what I'm saying? I did it all. And then once it came, it was just more like, all right, what you want to do? They tell you to go on tour, you going to leave this over here to go on tour? Is that tour going to pay you more than what you make
For sure.
over here? And that's why they say about how dreams be. It be like you'll work your way up to something that you settle with this, and then what you always wanted, it comes at the same time, and now you got to make your choice. Which one you want better? Which one you love better? You want to do this still, or you want to do this?
Yeah.
That's just how my life is set now. So as I say again, when they say don't give up on your dreams, don't give up. I didn't get no record deal where they give me $250,000 or $350,000. That's life insurance money. You know, that's all that is. And as I speak about it, think about it.
Yeah.
They got the money coming from somewhere. So they put a life insurance hold on. You got to be insured. That's just like it's a company.
That's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts.
So I feel that's life insurance money. And now you take that money and you blow it. And these people got a life insurance on you. And you take the money, you go blow it.
Are you spending game, huh?
And then your music don't go, or you ain't even working hard no more. You not even pushing like you want to. Now you all depressed because you ain't got the money. You know how shit go when you ain't got the money.
Yeah. Fuck everybody.
But that's a life insurance thing. And me, that's life insurance. I can't speak on what I'm trying to say. But I'm trying to say, they put a life insurance on you, and you just spent all the life insurance money up.
Damn. I done spent all my inheritance money, bro, and I cried, bro.
So,
I cried, bro.
you know what I'm saying? So
like,
the
God
record
damn.
label's looking like, we got to get our money some way.
Boom.
I didn't say all that.
But
just
hey,
saying, you know?
So I want to ask you this right quick because I love, and it's the same lane. How important is it for artists, right, to have a backup plan? Just in your words on how you already said
you
talk to
have to, man, you gotta have something going for yourself. Your woman will make you have the backup plan. If you want to keep a goddamn woman.
There you go.
people. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you just out here just saying, I'm just rapping.
Yeah.
I know some guys that I know personally, got their high school diploma, degrees, it's still at their mama house, you know.
Yeah.
Depending on their degrees and their high school diploma and thinking all that. I dropped an album that I never put out, and I was gonna put it out again and redo it, and it was called High School Dropout. I'm just giving you a clue. A high school dropout. And I got friends that's college degrees, football players, things like that. And I'm 6 times as farther than they ever been.
Yeah.
And I was a high school dropout.
Yeah.
And when they say that you need this or you need that to make it to the next level, it's not true. You honestly gotta have someone in your life coming up to show you better, to teach you better. And that's, I'm glad I had my father in my life. You know, I had my mother too.
Yeah.
My mother was a giant. You know, it took me to move with her to start growing. Cause my dad was 5'6", my mom was 6'5". But you gotta have somebody because I didn't have the degree. I didn't have the high school diploma. I didn't have none of that. So it was just more like me just either I'm going to work
Yeah.
or I'm gonna do music. One of these things gonna have to work out for me. And I could have been a flunky. I sold crack.
Yeah.
I sold wet. I sold out the Newport boxes, the dip. I sold.
So that's a big thing.
cocaine.
I ain't gonna say they don't
You
know
know.
about that here, but when I got to Texas, bro, that fucked me up. Well, they was like, where they was like,
Slaughter.
you can
the
buy
bombing
packs
fluid.
of Newports
Yeah, and dip it.
and they dip it.
Yeah,
But
give it to you.
see,
You around there walking
yeah.
high stepping. And
See, up here, we got a thing called dope houses.
right.
And our dope houses is just mainly you gonna sell crack out of, right?
Right.
Heroin was very small. They
Right.
sold it here, but it wasn't loud like
Right, right,
cocaine and crack
Yeah.
was, right? And we even had weed houses.
Right.
But when I got to Texas, bro, and I'm watching a spot, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, they selling drugs out of there. Like they selling cocaine out of there.
Right.
And then I got a homeboy, and he ain't my homeboy, but how I get down there, he's somebody that showed me around.
Right.
And he like, nah, that's dip. That's wet.
Right.
I'm like, what the fuck is that? He was like, the Newport, you don't dip your Newport. I'm like, no, what the hell?
Yeah, we ain't
But
up
them
on
niggas
that.
is making
Yeah.
money though.
Mhm.
Like it's like a dope house. Like how you see a dope house, they got traffic.
Yeah.
That type of spots
Yeah, we had weed houses.
got traffic.
Got cocaine houses.
Yeah.
I know when I came up, it was like today, you can't even run from the laws. You know,
Nah.
you run from the laws or that automatic felony for evading.
As in Texas is automatically it's a felon in Texas.
Yeah.
Up here it's like misdemeanor.
Okay. In
Yeah.
Texas, that's what it used to be.
Okay.
Used to be a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
I got like, I swear over like 22 evading arrests. You know, I
Yeah.
remember one time I went to jail, the dude was like, I damn, looked at my record, was like, man, you got about 12 invading arrests. You must not be that fast.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, nah, I used to just get the dope off of me and give up. Because if they catch you in the wrong spot, you going to come out there no shirt.
Yeah, they gonna beat you up. Yeah,
all
they
your
gonna
shit
set you up a
hanging
little
out.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and then, you know, as I say again, my partners, I was putting them on in the refinery as a young age, 17, 18 years old. And I used to work in the refinery and get out the refinery, hit Church Village up, and then sell my dope.
Yeah.
And I guess out of all them, they all caught felony. I never caught a felony. Because when you be fronted dope, you hold on to it. You hold tight to it. Because you don't want to have to pay somebody back. Now you in the hole. Now that's just like me, my old man telling me, you ain't got money for the music industry, they can control you.
Yeah.
That's how the block was.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't have a plan B,
That was
I
me.
just
I ain't
happened-
like fronts. I was like, hell
yeah,
nah.
I just haven't
I
have a
get this
plan
shit
B.
myself.
I was selling crack so much in Dickinson, in the Wicked City, that my father transferred from Houston and transferred to Texas City and told my mama, hey, because I worked for like 6 months with him, and said, hey, I'm out here in Texas City. Hey, tell CJ, you know, if he want to go to work, I'm 15 minutes down the road. He saved me from that. He saved me from the block. He transferred his whole life and went
come save you.
to come
That's
save
dope.
me,
That's
man.
dope.
That's
And I still was hustling.
Yeah.
And then when the background checks came in with Bush and all that, he gave me that choice again. Like, hey, son, I remember I went to jail for evading arrest. They left me in there for about a month and a half. So dope, got set up by one of my partners. Not my partners, but the dude I had front. But he left me in there, and when I got out, I walked up in the building, and it was like we was like 68 deep of people, probably about 40 something was Spanish. And when I walked in there, it was just whites and blacks. You know, Bush put that background check.
Yeah.
And he told me, he say, son, I'm telling you, like, you can either get some guarantee money or you gonna keep running, throwing your dope, and you gonna have to keep re-upping.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I feel like I never got a felony, because I was quick to throw my shit.
Yeah.
Get rid of it, because I knew I get a check on Thursday, I could just go buy me some more.
Yeah.
While my partners, they ain't getting no guarantee check
Guarantee
on
money,
Thursday.
nah. They gotta be outside.
So they holding on to their shit. They gonna run to the last second.
Yeah.
And most of them get caught with it and be like, why you didn't throw it? Because I ain't want to owe JoJo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
but when it's yours, you can throw it.
my pop saved me.
That's a good one. I like
You know what I'm
that.
saying? My pop saved me from all the felonies and all that. I mean, I saved myself. I never followed nobody. I was always a hard head. But he saved me and gave me choices, and I just happened to make the right choice, being raised by him, but so when people hear me talk about dope in my songs or stuff like that, they can sit back and be like, "Oh man, that dude worked and we find he's a blue collar." And I'd be like, "No. At a point in time, I wasn't no blue collar.
Yeah, for sure.
I was on the street. I was a blood. I was everything, man. I did scrap. Ask about me, But as of today, I made it. And I can say I made it on my own. I had help through the way, but I actually made it on my own. I never had a hot feature on my songs. I never had a Slim Thug. I never had a Pow Wow. I never had the Zeros. I never had none of these guys.
Why not though?
I don't know.
You H-Town?
Sometimes it's money.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes who you know.
Yeah.
When I was when I turned 15, going on 16, I moved to Galveston County with my mom. You know what I'm saying? So rapping over there, I was always rapping on the east side of North Shore till I was 9 years old. I was 9 years old. I had a demo tape off a karaoke machine. I was dubbing them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I had all kind of backgrounds and shit. You had to put the little paper in it.
Yeah.
You know how the shit go. I had that from ninth grade. I mean, from 9 years old in the third grade, and people could vouch for that. So, but my career really started in Galveston County, and then I moved to the Virgin Islands, and I sat in the Virgin Islands for years, and I built my career. And then when I came back, that's when I stayed in Houston more often, and then I started winning these shows and things. But I've never had features from big artists. I never was signed with none of these big artists. They barely knew me. And it's like if they see me today, they'll be like, all right, I know I heard of Platinum, but I never dealt with this cat. He's never been in our camp. He's never been in this camp. I did it actually on my own.
You did it organically.
Yeah. I just met Pop Cole, and he was like affiliated with Rap-A-Lot. He's the cousin, something like that of the brothers. And Jay Princess is like kinfolk.
Okay.
And he runs his studio and things like that. But he's the one that was living on my street, and I gave him a demo. And then years later, he knew how talented I was. And when I got the distribution deal, that's all he kept saying, keep making music for grown folks.
Bam, man.
Right. I want to ask you this, Platinum. What is, because you introduced a term I've never heard before, hip hop, HIP-POP. What is hip hop? Hip hop. Hip hop. What is that, brother?
Because, they do rap, like artists come in here and then they all sound the same. I'm not knocking these young guys.
Yeah.
Sound like
that's why we ain't on the billboards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we ain't on the billboard.
At that time, remember you couldn't even sound the same. Yeah, you gonna get pulled up on.
You can't. You cannot sound like.
That's why Ja Rule was. That's why his career went down. Man, you sounded like DMX. You couldn't sound the same. But hip hop or rap and pop, it's because I do rap music. I can get real greedy if you want me to. And then I can do white music. I can do pop music. I can do rock and roll. I do it all. That's why I used to call myself Gumby. And if you don't know who Gumby the character is,
most definitely.
Change itself to the situation.
Most definitely.
Yeah. And that's how I was brought up as Gumby. Like that dude gonna flip his tongue. That dude's gonna, if it's a rock beat, he gonna get on it. So I just be like, I just don't do hip hop. Because sometimes hip hop is a cancel culture. They hold you to a standard when you just hip hop.
No, for sure.
I've never seen the pop industry or the rock industry hold you to a standard. You know what I'm saying?
Our country.
They act like
any other genre holds you to a standard. Hip hop holds you to a stage or age.
Yeah, it holds you to an age, holds you to a standard, holds you that you gotta be God. You gotta be the most perfect person in the world. You can't do nothing bad.
And you can do rock and roll, get caught with a trend. You can do dope. They still sell records. Look, I'm telling you, listen, bro. If a black hip man, if 21 Savage get caught in a hotel smoking crack, bro. I'm talking about smoking crack. His career is over.
But you got Joe Biden's son all in the White House leaving a powder bag
off the top.
You don't hear
they like, Joey. Joey got in there with crack, man.
Back.
Yeah, even bigger.
Yeah.
Even bigger. You bounce back even bigger because you right. They put you in the box, man.
They put you in the box, bro.
This was a dope conversation right here, man. Listen, this is what we most definitely need. I enjoyed this conversation more than you gonna even know, bro. I needed this. I needed more of this conversation. You dropped some gems, bro. You dropped enough to put a wrist and some earrings on me,
Right.
because asking for your files, right? Headstrong and having a plan B,
Right.
Because sometimes we just get caught up in wanting to play basketball, so
Right.
don't nothing else matter.
Right.
And then I don't get drafted. Now I'm back on the couch with my mama asking her, "Don't forget when you go to the store, get some juices." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You making sure that these artists understand. No, listen, yes, your dream is this, but make sure you got a backup plan.
Got to.
Don't just go into this studio and just ask them to burn this down for you. Yo, do it the right way. Get your files. You never know what can happen.
Right.
Or engineer.
Right.
Learn to engineer.
Yeah.
Learn how to record yourself. Invest into a recording studio and put it in your house.
Right.
All of these things right here are making sense to me and making, this is what I like.
And that's what we need. We need more of that. But go ahead, you just been tell them how to go. You go. Well, shit. Go ahead. That's your camera right there, man. Definitely tell the people how they can follow your career, how they can support you, get in contact with you, and the whole nine, brother.
Hey, like I say, I'm Platinum B Love on Instagram. You know, it's official_PB Love. You can get at me at pblmusic.com. You can leave your contact info. Somebody will get back at you. But most of the time, I'm signed under Empire. But if you want to get exclusive stuff, you just go to my website, and that's pblmusic.com, and that's where you can find me.
I always ask this. You might find a brother like my brother over there off camera. When he go find your stuff, man, he a busy man. He only got 3 to 5 minutes to burn. If he was to go look up your music, what song would you tell him to listen to get a true introduction to you, bro?
You can listen to I Don't Know Him.
Man.
And what you working on right now, music-wise? Like what right now, music-wise, what you working on?
Well, I had the album that came out called Love Me or Hate Me. And then
For sure.
And now I'm working on, because I'm getting better quality. I engineered everything on that one. Now this one is just going to be more quality. I just needed to give them something.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm working on this one. This album's supposed to be called High School Dropout. But at the same time, because I've been dropped it before, but I'm redoing the whole album. But now I'm changing it up to all singles, because you gotta get the tension. You have to. I feel a single and drop, because they want content all the time. And the older you get, you don't be wanting to have everybody in your life all the time. But I feel more a single of an album. And once you get to 10 singles and you done drop 20 pieces of each single you drop, by the time you get to 10 songs, you can just put it all together and make it an album.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm working on right now. But I know that 2026, it's going to be live at 5.
Man, there you go.
Man.
This is my camera. I'm about to get in my MLK bag. This is what my brother like to call it. Listen, y'all already know what we talked about today, right? We talked about hard work. We talked about grind, dedication into what you love, but also having a backup plan to make sure that you stay above level. You got to understand at times this is what's going to end up happening. Sometimes your dream don't become your dream until your other dream actually happens. Yeah. So you got to stay focused, man. Stay mindful and make sure that you put that hard work in. There's a lot of gems in this episode right here, man. Like I'm going to say, this your boy Lano XL. I'm going to say 2 things. Get money, stay true, get money.
And listen up, man. If nobody told you today that they love you, let me be the very first person to tell you that I love you, I love you, I love you, man. Peace out.
You just gotta put a little thrill with it, like I guess watch with a pretty dress cheap enough.